Okay, folks. So we are about an hour and a half from the market close, and we are just going to take a look at some of the stocks here. I didn't get a chance to trade at the beginning of the session. I had something to do, but there's two positions where it's good to trade. The first one is going to be in the beginning of the trading session, just when the session starts for about 2-3 hours till 12, and the other time is best to trade when at the end of the session. At the end of the session, something also might happen. All right. So let's take a look at Apple over here. It looks like Apple wants to maybe head down a little bit. We have a 1, 2, 3 pattern here, folks. Here's the number 1 point, here's the number 2 point, here's the number 3 point. And what this says is when price action starts breaking the number 2 point, that's a good opportunity to sell. Okay, so we're going to extend this point right here, and we got some trend line breaks. I also want to show you the pivot point analysis. Price is staying between these two pivots, between the pivot point and the S1 support level. All right, so it's been staying here between these two levels and not going anywhere. What this tells me is price is finding resistance right over here, or rather finding support at this support level. Okay, so what this says is if price action starts breaking this level, okay, prices are going to start coming down. All right, so we got a few things on Apple that's telling us prices may be going somewhere. We're not going to execute a trade yet because we're not sure. We're going to wait for confirmation. We're going to make our risk analysis. We're going to make a risk reward analysis, and we're going to see if this is going to be a good trade. Okay, because before we get into a trade, we have to know when we're going to get out. And let me show you, folks, right over here. If price starts heading down, that means it found resistance at this support level. That means it broke through this support level. And now that it's banging up on it, it's finding resistance at this level. So what this tells me is price is going to start heading down. So when price starts to head down, we're looking for price to head down somewhere to 214, 214.62, 214.60. All right. So we want to enter the trade at 218 something. It's at 218.08. All right, we're going to look for prices to start coming down to 217.59, somewhere there. And I already can see that price wants to head down. Okay, we got a strong 1 to 3 point. Okay, that's one signal. We got break of the trend line. Here's a longer trend line. And what I also see is somewhat of a head and shoulders pattern. Here's the head right over here, folks. Here's the left shoulder. Here's the right shoulder. We've drawn the neckline slash trend line, and price looks like price broke through it. It did close behind it, but with only one candle. The rule says it has to be a close with more than 3 candles. So even though price broke through it, this doesn't mean this confirmed price is heading down. Okay, and this is the reason why we only have one candlestick that closed above it. I'm sorry, below it. The next candlestick closed above it and continued heading down. Okay, so even though price did break out of this trend line, a lot of people would mistake that as already heading down, but it wasn't that. It was just price breaking through this level, and now it's consolidating, staying somewhere staying in this level here. Okay, so we're gonna watch Apple and see if we can find the trading opportunity here. But while we're looking, we're gonna continue analyzing other stocks. Okay, let's take a look at Bank of America here. We're on the 5-minute chart. Is it look like price is going down? It is. Do I want to buy this trade? I don't. Okay, because I'm not sure about it. I only have one signal here. So we're going to continue analyzing. Folks, get into trading right away. Whether you're a small guy, whether you're a big guy, whether you want to make $200 a week, whether you want to make $5,000 a week, you need to get into trading. Okay, this is not hard. Everyone's been telling everyone that this is a hard job. This is very tough to make money here. It's not, folks. Okay, as long as you educate yourself and learn the ins and outs of this business. Every business has the ins and outs. When you start to learn the ins and outs, a light bulb comes on and you start seeing things. All right, and it's not hard, folks. You just need to educate yourself. Take some time for education, and you too can start trading and making money. I'm looking, all over the internet. I see people, selling thousands of dollars of material, thousands of dollars, folks. It's amazing. It's amazing. And you know how they're selling it? The failed traders become the teachers. Have you ever known, if you ever had a mentor or a teacher, you need to ask him, have you failed as a trader? Has he made any money trading? because most of the teachers that teach you how to trade are failed traders. Okay, traders that did not know how to make money, or rather knew how to make money but did not know how to apply it to themselves. That's where the most of them, not all of them, most of them. Okay, my mentor was Peter Bain. Yeah, I stood with him for around 3 years. He's an amazing guy. I've taught everything I could from him. But he's into Forex. He started with stocks, but he's into Forex. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Technical analysis applies to all markets. All right, so let's continue looking for a trade. Let's see if we can find something. Let's go to our trade ideas. Oh boy, I have to click on everything. When I was starting the recorder. All right, folks, you need to get a subscription to some kind of scanning service so you're not left alone here to find a trade. Because in quiet times where there's nothing to do, you need to have something that tells you when something is moving. And basically, Trade Ideas is the stock for me. I'm sorry, Trade Ideas is the program that I use, and it's an amazing program, folks. It will find you opportunities. Just keep switching through stocks that it's showing, and somewhere, some stock you will start to see the patterns and formations, technical analysis that will make you want to get into the trade. Okay, so if you're trading and you can't find a trade, there's nothing to trade, you need to look at the Trade Ideas, because that will help you find other trading opportunities. All right, let's take a look at our list one more time. Let's go down in the list. Let's see if we can find something. Once again, folks, I didn't trade today in the beginning of the session. I usually trade the morning session, 2 to 3 hours. I find one or two trading opportunities, and that's it, and I'm out. Whether I make $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, whether I make $500, in that trade. If that's money made, you gotta walk away, folks. If you made $1,000, if you made $1,500, if you made $2,000, and you still want to continue to trade, you're gonna lose those gains. So from the start, if I make my quota, if I make my $1,000, which is my number to stop trading, I'm out, folks. I'll go do whatever it is I'm doing. I'll go live the life that I'm living. It's very important, folks. Don't sit here for hours looking for a trading opportunity. Do not do that. Okay, so here's Krone, folks. Krone has a tendency to shoot up very, very high. Very high. Look at this right over here, and this is the daily chart. I've taken positions in this move right over here. I've taken positions in this move right over here. So this Krone likes to move in advanced moves. So let's take a look. Let's keep watching Krone, because right now what I'm seeing here is we got somewhat of a pattern. Okay, I'm pretty sure pivot points are out of bounds already. No, it's not. They're not out of bounds. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so watch this, folks. If price starts breaking this pivot point, and here's the high. Here's our high here, folks. Okay, so if price starts to break 1149, you are better be in this trade. Okay, you better be in this trade. I don't know if it's going to break it. I'm not sure. But the pattern starts to be shown. But, and here we go, folks. 15-minute chart. We got some kind of signal here. We got price coming down and made this point right here. So already I'm starting to see that price may continue heading up. Krone may continue heading, Kronos group may continue heading in the upper direction. All right, because on the daily chart, this is a pattern. Price came down and found made a double top somewhere here and started to come down. So maybe it will continue heading down, folks. Maybe. We're just going to watch this stock. All right, we're also watching Apple. We want Apple to go down. But before we get into a trade, we need some points broken. We need some important levels broken. All right, so let's continue having that. All right, let's continue. Let's open another window to find other stocks. So now we have Apple here that we're watching. We have Krone here that we're watching, and we're waiting for Krone to break 1149 level. If it starts to doing that, we're gonna buy this trade. We're gonna buy into this opportunity. All right, let's continue analyzing trades, folks. Lots of trades already made their moves and not making any more moves, so you have to be very careful. The end of the trading session is very hard. It's very tough, because it gives you a lot of false positive signals. So you have to be very careful what you're taking, and what you're listening to. Be careful. Everyone needs to start trading. Once again, folks, I'm going to repeat these words. Everyone needs to start trading. Whether you're a small guy, whether you're a big guy, you need to get into stock trading. Because whether you want to make $200 a week or $5,000 a week, you're able to do this. All the time, everyone told you this is hard, this is years of work. It is just all baloney, folks, all baloney. I've listened to those comments, and that kept me away from trading until I actually found a mentor and actually went into it. And it's all about education, folks. It's all about education. If you educate yourself the right way with the right information, you can become a day trader. I'm a day trader, folks. We're talking specifically day trading. Day trading every day. You get into a trade and you get out of the trade the same day. Now, I take 2 to 3 trades a day. Sometimes I'll take 5 trades a day, even so. Okay, if there's a trading opportunity, there's no reason why you should miss it. All right, so let's continue analyzing some stocks, folks. I don't see anything happening with Cronin Apple yet. So we're going to continue watching some stocks. I'm just going to pause here for a minute. I'll be right back. I'm back, folks. Just took a minute. All right, so let's go to our trade ideas. What are we on? Price movement. So at the end of the trading session, now trending. I usually use now trending a lot because the end of the session, it's all about social trading, basically. All right, so I'll keep looking at different parameters here. You got trade ideas has lots of subjects that you can click on, and we'll have movements. So here we go. HRS looks like it's jumping somewhere. HRS is jumping somewhere. Let's take a look what it's jumping to. 173.86. This could be a good trade, folks. Do I want to risk on this trade? I don't think so. I do not think I want to risk on this trade, even though I think this price is going to continue heading down. But once again, folks, we're not practicing. We're not trading in a demo account, so everything you do has to be thought out as real. Okay, you must think of, even when you're practicing, you must be thinking about it as real trading, because the way you behave and the way you act while you're trading in a demo account, which is not real money, that's the same way you'll be acting when you're trading in your real account. So it's very important to think like you are trading a real account, even though you're not, because all those habits and all those actions that you take will transfer into the real account. So right from the beginning, when you're trading a demo account, trade it as it's a real account. Do not take unnecessary trades. If you see a trade opportunity and you think it's unnecessary to take it, but you still want to take it, stay away from it. Wait for the next available opportunity, because that next available opportunity is the one that's going to be a winner. All right, so always wait, folks. Always do your risk-reward ratio. Your risk-reward ratio will keep you away from losses. And basically, the risk-reward ratio, basically, you see this price jumped up already. What is the percentage that it's going to continue going up? Not very high, unless there's momentum, unless there's volume. All right. It's the Harris Corporation. What's the volume on here? Price already went up 12%. Price has already went up 12%, folks. And here it is. The volume, the regular volume is 535,000 or 536,000, and we have over almost 3.5 million folks trading this stock today. All right. I also have a little tool that I like here, folks. Take a look at this gauge. All right, this gauge is very nice. I like it. When you're here, check it out, folks. 1 minute chart, buy, strong buy. 5 minute chart, buy. Well, here we go. Now it's sell, buy, strong. Here we go. 15-minute chart, sell, buy, strong buy. 1 hour chart, neutral buy, strong buy. Folks, when you start evaluating a chart and you click on the 1 minute and there's buy. Look at this, folks. Buy, strong buy. Click on the 5 minute chart. There's a buy. You click on the 15 minutes, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and you have all buys. That's your signal to buy this trade. Okay, so TradingView even has this gauge here that can help you pick out trades. All right. Do we want to buy this? Like I said, it didn't have enough. It did not show enough information for us to get into the trade. But just before you're getting into the trade, you can use this little tool here and confirm your trading position. And if you don't like it, you don't have to go in, folks. You really don't. All right, so we're watching Apple here. We're watching Apple. Doesn't look like Apple wants to do anything. Like you see, once again, folks, even though price broke out here, it did not break the main number 2 point. So there is no confirmation of a sell trade here, even though we do see a head and shoulders and a 1-2-3 pattern, and we got a break right over here. All right, lots of signals to sell, but there's no confirmation of a sell position. Therefore, we do not get into a trade. Therefore, we continue evaluating our other stocks. All right, now let's take a look at here, folks. The Krone, I believe Krone is going to make its one more move, one more jump up. I don't know if it will do it. I think it will do it, but we are going to be somewhere over here. All right, the bottom line is here's the high of the point, and if Krone breaks this high of the point, you better be in this trade. Okay, you could also put down a trend line right over here. Okay, and if price starts to break this trend line, that might be a confirmation of higher prices. And like I said, the pivot point price is still in the pivot point areas, not pivot point, the pivot level areas. So we got, if this break happens on this trend line, and this break happens, another break happens here with the pivot line. So you have three confirmations of prices going down if the break does happen. All right, which we don't know if it will happen, but we're watching Krone, folks. We're watching Krone as we're watching other stocks. All right, so let's continue to see if we can find some kind of trading opportunities. We got more things that just showing prices doing something. TMQ, well, that was a missed opportunity right there. What am I doing on the daily chart here? All right, there's the 1 minute chart. Intelsat, not too much going on. IMPV. Let's go with the next ones and the next ones. Nothing going on, folks. No opportunities presenting itself. We're going to continue going stock by stock. ESL. All right, so nothing going on. Nothing's going on. Let's see if we can maybe go back to the price up movement. All right, we got the price up movement. Let's just set this up a little bit. All right, so there's our trades. Let's just switch back to the 1 minute chart, and there it is. Let's continue watching, see if prices is going up. I don't see too much opportunity right about now, folks. Nothing is happening. Once again, this is not the best time to trade. I mean, if you have to trade, it is the best time to trade because it's the end of the session. But the best time to trade is in the beginning of the trading session, 9:30. You start at 8:30. You start making your analysis. You get a bunch of stocks on the list, and you keep watching them when the market opens. All right, so nothing's happening, nothing's moving. Let's go back to the top movers. This list here is the top movers for the day. We can see nothing wants to move. Look at this ABC. Nice move up, 12 to 14. So nothing's happening much, folks. You know, it might happen, it might not happen, but the point is you don't jump in unless something happens. All right, let's continue evaluating stocks. I'll be right back, folks. By the way, TLRY is another one. Let's take a look at these patterns right here. Let's take a look what the stock is doing. And right here, folks, we got railway tracks right here. Let's see if we have pivot point levels here. No. But what this shows is price wants to go higher to get to this pivot R3 pivot level. Okay, so we might be seeing some movement on TLRY. But once again, we need to wait for confirmation. You can see price has been going up extensively, then heading down, then going up again, then down, then up again. Now I think price wants to break this higher high over here, 173.99. All right, so we're going to continue watching because we might have price bouncing out of here, out of this high right here. Is it the higher high? TLRY. It is the higher high, 164.80. So as soon as price breaks 164.80, we might have an opportunity to make a quick buck. I'm telling you, folks, everyone needs to get into trading. This is not a hard thing. This is a money maker here and a gold mine, and you can do it. You can sit down, evaluate for a couple of hours, make your trades, make your money, and that's it, folks. I used to work a 12-hour job, folks, and sometimes it went beyond 14 hours. I used to be a car service dispatcher, a limousine dispatcher slash supervisor, and folks, I've gave 16-hour days. I've gave 7 days a week. It's crazy. It's crazy. People spend most of their time at work, and it's something they don't love doing. And I hated my job. And you think about it, how can you do that? How can you keep working somewhere you hate? Well, folks, there are solutions. There are real solutions to your problem. If work is your problem, I beg you, get into trading. Start learning how to trade, educate yourself on the stock market, and you too can start making little cash. You don't need to make millions of dollars. You can just make money to support yourself, folks, and your family. You do not need to be a millionaire to start this trading. Okay? So let's see. Apple made some kind of move over here. Even though it broke the higher low or the lower high. Nah, Apple's not showing anything, folks. So we're going to continue analyzing. Let's get back to trade ideas. See if it could find a move for us. I'm going to try this little thing. I like this little settings thing right here, folks. And here we go, ARRY. Let's see what's happening here. ARRY. Let's see where the pivots are. It's above the pivot, so and we're getting a break here, folks. We are getting a break here. Do I want to trade this? I don't know if I do, but it might be a small trade if I do. ARRY. ARRY. No, not enough, folks. Not enough for me to jump into this trade. Even though we got some signals here, we got railway track small ones, we got a head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders. Here's the left shoulders, here's the right shoulder, and here's the head, which is the lower high, the lowest low point with the inverted head and shoulders. So we'll keep ARRY open. We'll see if it wants to jump in. Let's just see how much people are trading it. So we got 2.4 regular and only 1.4 million people are trading this right now. Price has been going up 2% for today. All right, let's see what this little thing tells us. Let's take a look at the 1 minute buy. Check this out, folks. Buy, strong buy, strong buy. Let's look at the 5 minute. Buy, strong buy, strong buy. Let's look at the 15 minute. Once again, buy, strong buy, strong buy. Let's look at the 1 hour. Buy, buy, buy. Folks, I believe you can buy right now. Do I want to buy? I don't know, but I don't want to jump in there yet. IPG. Yeah, trading view is getting stuck today. I don't know what's going on with it. So here's an IPG, folks, interpublic group some kind, and we had a head and shoulders here. We had a head and shoulders here. Do I want to buy this trade? No, I do not want to buy this trade. Nothing's convincing me very hard that it will continue heading down. It could very well head down. Let's take a look at the pivot point analysis. And the pivot point analysis does tell us that price right over here broke through a pivot point, came back down, found support here, and started heading up, breaking the higher high of the peak. Alright, so small signal to buy this trade, not a big one, small one, and you can see this tool, is it lying or is it telling the truth? You got small sell on the oscillator, everything is strong, 15-minute is strong, even though, no, 1 hour is back. So only the 15-minute and the 5-minute and the 1 minute also shows buy. So this might have been a good buy opportunity for 5 minutes, 7 minutes. Okay, which is somewhere right here. But anyway, we're not doing anything, folks. We're going to continue searching for a good opportunity. FCB, Yelp, JCom. Like I said, we got a late start today, so all these stocks that are showing some signals, it's, you should have been in from the morning. But we might just find something. I don't know. Let's keep looking. Alright, I'll be back in a second, folks. Alright, folks, we got 45 minutes to close. I'm back at Apple. I'm back at taking a look at Apple. And Apple, once again, is heading down, folks. It made a point right here. I don't know what point it was. It did not reach the pivot point it wanted to, but it didn't. But anyway, it made a point here. And now it's heading down. So I think Apple might be looking to break this low right over here, to break the low of the number 2. And if it does do that, folks, we're still going to jump into that trade. Take a look at the hourly chart. I got this thing blocking a little bit, but look, we got a beautiful hammer here, which was formed and price started heading down. So this hammer actually tells us that price is heading down. Will it continue to head down? We don't know, but we are taking the signals as they come, and we'll see if Apple starts to break these lower points here. We're gonna sell the trades, but nothing right now that tells us something's gonna happen. Look at Krone, folks. Krone is playing with breaking this trend line right over here. Now it's not a good trend line, but if it breaks it, I don't know. When you don't know, just like I'm in the daze right now, you should not trade. But then again, look, folks, on the 15-minute chart, we just got this hammer here, which what's a hammer candlestick or a spinning top maybe looks like. What's the meaning of it? It means prices are turning around and heading in the opposite direction. Once again, a hammer here. So look at the higher level charts, folks. We're getting some over here. We have a continuation pattern that looks like it. Okay, so maybe the Krone will look to bounce out of here and continue heading up. I don't know, but we're going to prepare our Krone trade right now. All right, this trade, the Krone is trading at 11.34. We're going to get our 3,000 shares, which is going to cost us $34,000. All right, so just to let you know, you can actually do 7,000 trades, which will cost you $79,000, and you could still make it. But since I'm not a big risk taker, I'm going to do a 3,000 share price. All right, and let's prepare it. There it is, prepared. So all we have to do is just click send, and let's keep watching. All right, folks, look at Krone. I mean, Krone is wild. Krone is wild, and I think I'm going to buy this trade right now, folks. I want to buy this trade because Krone is a heavy hitter. It always goes up immensely. It always goes up immensely. So in a minute here, I'm going to execute a buy trade. All right, there's my buy trade, folks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, where did 7,000 come from? I put 3,000. What happened? Oh my goodness. All right, anyway, we've made a trade, folks. We've just bought into Krone. All right, and we're expecting Krone to head up. All right, at least to the high here. All right, at least to the high here, but I'm looking for Krone to break through this high. All right. So let's continue watching Krone because we have movement, folks, at the closing. 320. We got 40 minutes till closing. Got a break of this trend line here. Krone broke out of this trend line, started heading up. And we're expecting price to continue to go up. Let's take a look at where the pivot point is. Right now it's at a pivot point. So if it breaks this pivot point, we got a little bit of a movement up. All right, let's keep watching Krone, folks. If it starts to move, which it is moving, let's get these pivot points out. It breaks the structure of the chart. Since we know what's happening here, we know Krone is in the upper movement. Okay, it's fair to say when Krone breaks an important level, which was the trend line right here, which is supported by the pivot point, which is right over here. Price action found support at this resistance level and started to head down, then found resistance at this R level, and then came down came down higher than the last low. So this tells you something. We actually have a double bottom here. We actually have a double bottom. Here's number one, here's number two. And take a look at this distinct hammer, folks. This distinct hammer found support at this green 50 EMA, exponential moving average. It found support, perfect support here. All right, so we get lots of signals telling us price is going up. All right, folks, price is continuing to head up. Take a look at our roster. We got 424. We're in a positive of $420. I did by mistake put down 7,000 shares instead of 3,000. I don't know how that happened. You guys seen I had 3,000 here. But anyway, since we know prices are going down, and since this is a simulated account, all right, I'm not going to worry too much. But like I said before, you need to worry as if this is a real trading account. So if there was a real trading account, I probably would minus off 4,000 shares to be left with 300. I'm sorry, with 3,000 shares. But anyway, since we know what's happening here, and since we know Krone is going to continue heading up and maybe break this level, we are just going to stay with it just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. We just need the break of the high here, and we're all in the clear. Still at 280. You can still get out right now, folks. You see what I mean? You got $350, $350. Not a lot of people make that money in a day. Not a lot of people make that money in 5 minutes. So you could already get out of this trade right about now and still be in a profit and go do whatever it is you want to do. You're in a profit. That's the bottom line. Day trading is being in the profit at the end of the day, whether it's $1 or whether it's $1,000. That was a successful trade. Take it as it is. So we're gonna stay with Krone just a little bit more because I believe it wants to break this this high level here. All right, let's keep watching it. If price starts heading down now, coming back to this trend line right here, which it shouldn't. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. It should still have an upper action going, because this should start showing some signals here for price to start heading down, which if we go to the lower minute chart, nothing is showing me here that price is going down. So we're going to still continue staying with Krone, and I believe Krone will break this level right here. And why I say that is because you take a look at the history, take a look at back, and you can look at this back point. Here we go. Price came up, price came down, consolidated here, started heading up, and went up, breaking this high level here. and you can see this high level break was right here. Oh, here we go, folks. Price just jumped out of the high, folks. Price has just jumped out of the high, folks. We're in the clear. All right, we're up $770, and price will continue heading up now. All right, now look at the pivot point. Pivot point's been broken. So we're in the clear. We are in the clear, folks. All right, we're going to wait for this trade to just head a little bit more up. We don't know how much up because that's the end of our pivot points. Yeah, there's no more pivot points left, so we're just going to keep this trade for a little bit for price to just start accumulating a little bit more cash. That's all. At 11:54, where did we get in, folks? We got in 11:39. We're at over $1,000 now. 11:39, and price will continue heading up. Now take a look at this spinning top right over here, or a hammer, folks. That might lead you to believe price is going to come down. So we're going to be watching this really closely. We're going to get our closing position ready. And we're going to keep watching, but I don't think it's going to come down, folks. It's going to keep going up. It's going to keep going up. It just broke out of the high. It has to go a little bit higher. Now take a look at this, at that tool that we were talking about. Look at this tool. If you look at the tool, folks, 1 minute chart, sell. 5 minute chart, buy, buy, buy. 15-minute chart, buy, buy, strong buy. One sell. But before this move, everything should have been in buy, buy, buy. So this would be another confirmation for you to buy your trade. All right, let's keep watching, folks. We still got a little bit more movement up, unless it starts heading down. All right, so there's the spinning top, folks. I see a spinning top. Am I going to get out now? Yes, I'm going to get out now, folks. $840. No, it might go up back. So let's keep watching. Let's keep watching because I still believe it's still going to make a move up. Maybe not. Anyway. $640, $630. We still got time. It's 3:27, so we still got time. I believe this price action should still head down. I'm sorry. I believe this price action should still be heading up. Now, if I see this jerk coming down, covering this open stick right here, this open wick, I'm just going to sell out of it right away. If price starts to head down and breaking this wick, breaking this close or open, we are going to close out the trade. But I still see some movement to the upside. We're at 700. All right, folks, so I'm gonna about ready to get out. All right, folks, I'm going to get out with my $560. There it is. And it's just simple as that, folks. Simple as that. Even though price will continue heading up, I already got out. I've clocked my $560. Okay? And that's it. That's basically it, folks. There was nothing hard about that. Did you see anything hard about that? Because I sure didn't. I waited for a signal, waited for confirmation. That's it. That's all there's to it. Look, price is still continuing to head up. All right, so this isn't hard, folks. Anyone can do this. My website is coming soon, stockmarkettrading.com. And I'm going to be teaching you how to trade, folks, the simple way, the day trader way. So you don't have to worry about what's happening tomorrow while you're sleeping, so you can't fall asleep because your money's on the line. Okay, none of that stuff. We trade daily, every single day. We're in a trade, most is maybe a half hour, 45 minutes. That's the way we trade. We don't go to sleep worrying about how much money we'll have tomorrow. We don't go to sleep worrying about how much we're going to lose. And the weekend too, folks. You know, when you're out with your family and with your kids, when you should be worrying about them, you're worrying about how much money you're going to lose or how much money you're going to win. All right, that's not the way your weekend should go. My website's coming soon, stockmarkettrader.com. And everyone have lots of education and make very good decisions. Don't just jump into a trade. Evaluate, confirm, do your risk reward ratio, and then confirm again, and then again confirm before you're heading into a trade. All right, folks, it's been nice being with you. I'll see you on the next day.